Hi everybody and welcome to my video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video on a problem I have. I went to boot into Windows 11 on my Windows to Go drive that I created, and I actually got a boot device green screen of death, or blue screen of death, or whichever you want to call it, but on it inside a preview it's green. So we're actually going to look at this. So just so that you don't think it's fake, I'm not using a virtual machine. I'm actually going to use my PC. That's thingy. I'll show you the PC. So this is the PC here. It's a custom built machine that I got gifted off a family member, and it has an Intel Pentium G processor with 4 gigs of RAM. It's 4th gen core type thingy. So I'm just going to turn this on, and I'll have to get ready because I need to boot into it. So F8. Oh. Helps if I'm using the right keyboard. I'm using the keyboard for my other machine. Right, so I'm going to go to external USB. And it's come up to automatic repair, which you can understand. So I'll let it do that quickly. I actually couldn't believe it when I actually got it. I was quite astonished because it was working 2 days ago, and then all of a sudden it stopped working. So I'm just gonna continue. So I need to boot that back up. So just to prove that it's coming up with the green screen. So there we go. It's come up with the green screen of death. Now it says inaccessible boot device. So I'm just going to shut this machine off for now, and I'm going to turn the camera to my actual machine. Right, so I'm going to get me Windows to Go drive, which again is that Kingston drive, Kingston SSD. I'm going to take out my normal boot drive for this machine. And I'm going to plug in the SSD. So now the only boot device on this machine is the SSD. So I'll leave it like that for now. I can let it hang. So I'm just going to put it back onto the screen. So again, we're going through automatic repair because I may have to. Reinstall Windows 11 from scratch. So, okay, that's fine. Advanced options. Exit continue. Which I can't understand why it says Windows 10 and Windows 11. You're going to tell me it's going to boot. Wow. It's actually booting. It must not like the USB. We'll have a look. See what the crack with that is. We'll do the devices. Oh, it's booted. Now I look like a fool. Right, I don't, because it's basically a quick fix. So, but it's not a quick fix, because if I put it into my Windows to go, will it boot again? That is the question. Right. What's this? Okay. Fair enough. More options. Display settings. I'll go back to 1080p. So, we've got a booting off the SATA. Okay. A bit strange. But I haven't lost anything, that's fantastic. So I'm just going to try shutting this down. Because everything I've got on my Windows 11, Windows to go drive, I've got on my Windows 10, on my iMac. So I'm going to leave the main boot drive out for now. So again, I'm just going to go back into the caddy, which I am using an Arico USB 2.5 inch drive enclosure, which is a model of 2588 US 3. I have another one. I was so impressed with this that I actually ordered another one recently for another SSD that I've got. So, but I chose a different colour as well. I might actually get another one as well, because I'm quite impressed with these. I've had no problems with them. Right, so there we go. Right, so turn that on. Go back to the screen. Now this should boot straight off the Windows to Go drive. And it has. So there we go. It doesn't like the USB 3. So what am I to do? Because I have a Windows 10 that I actually bought for this machine recently because it was gifted. It had Windows 7 on it. Now the specs on it, yes, a bit on the low side for Windows 10. However, I went and bought a Windows 10 Home. Pack. I actually got this from I actually seen two of these in a charity shop where I live, and they were going for 20 quid each. They were donated by Amazon. So I actually went down. Right, I got our last to go down whilst I was at work and get me one. But I might actually go and get the other one, to be fair. They were only 20 quid. So, and at this moment in time, when I checked on Amazon, they're about 90 quid. So, and the System Builders ones, it's not a normal one, it's OEI, System Builders DVD. So I put that on a drive on that computer to bring it marginally up to date. I wouldn't say massively up to date, like, but I will be upgrading it at some point, putting more fans in, upgrading the processor, because it can take a Core i7. The motherboard itself, the motherboard's a Asus H81M-K, and that can take a Core i7 Gen 4. Now there are specific models, and I'd have to look up which specific models they are, but they do take the Core i7 Gen 4. More than fast enough for a machine of this age. Now this machine was built in 2013. As far as I can tell. So it does have an extra terabyte hard drive, which it originally came with, mechanical hard drive. I've kept that in there, but I've wiped it. I've put in a 2.5-inch normal hard drive as a boot drive. When I eventually get the money to get a SSD, I will get another SSD. Maybe it's 120 gig. I don't need a massive boot drive on it. I've got that terabyte hard drive. I've got another terabyte hard drive laying about. I've got loads of 3.5-inch hard drives laying about. I'll just whack that in there reinstall or even clone the drive to the SSD, so I'm not losing anything, and I can just basically boot straight into it. So what are we going to do? Because I do chop and change, and I like the fact that it was Windows to go, and I managed to get Windows 11 home on a Windows to go. But I'm wondering if there's been any updates that I've recently done. I'm not going to go through the updates and remove them. I'm just going to put it in this machine. And just use it in this machine. It seems to be running fine okay in this machine, so I'm just going to do it that way. So that will give me a spare caddy as well. So what am I going to do? See, now I can play this one of two ways, because I have these little puppies. Hard drive, 2.5-inch drive to 3.5-inch drive adapters. Right, actually I am going to do that, so get the correct screws out. The only problem with these is you've got to put them underneath. There should be enough space on there. Okay. So let's get this hard drive in there. Or SSD, I should say. People are still going to call SSDs hard drives. It's inevitable. You're not going to change nearly 40-50 years worth of people calling these hard drives, calling them SSDs. Maybe it's in the younger generation, yes. But my generation before me, no. I wouldn't say. Right. Yeah. Maybe it's I would say my son's generation and younger. So now that we've done that, so I'm going to have to pull this machine right out. So I'm just going to keyboard still in, yep. Take the keyboard out. And yes, I am still using VGA. I haven't gotten a graphics card yet. Which I will eventually get one. It's finding out which ones are compatible with this board. I did have an old one and I had problems with it, especially with it triggering CSM. Now, I don't want it triggering CSM because Windows 11 doesn't work well. It doesn't play well with CSM. So, I do believe. And you know what? If I put that the wrong way. No, I haven't. So why is it not going in? Take that side panel off. See if we have in an ideal situation, I would probably say I would like to mount all 4 screws, but I'm not able to access all 4. So I want to mount the front 2, and because it's an SSD it'll be alright. For a short term. If you have the right screws. Always helps if you have the right screws in your hand or on your screwdriver. And we've got always good to keep a little magnet on your screwdriver, or foot on your screwdriver, so you can keep the grip of the screw magnetized in your screwdriver whilst you screw it in. Also, if it's trying to screw it in the wrong hole, the right hole, like. I did get also donated another machine, a very old Packard Bell. This is so old it has Windows Vista on it. I think it was from 2007. I will be doing a video on that machine because it's not booting whatsoever. It is, you turn it on and nothing, absolutely nothing. So we'll have a look at that. I have a spare socket here, so and I've a spare adapter because I'm using an old power supply as well. It's only a, what is it, a 250 watt PSU, which, right, I want, because I still want to use that drive to be able to boot into Windows 10 on that computer. It's always good to carry spare SATA cables and adapters. They are the bee's knees, to keep hold of. Only problem is I haven't got a spare. Right. For now I'll leave that one unplugged because I need a splitter for that. I haven't got a splitter, so I'll leave that one unplugged. I'll leave my Windows 10 drive unplugged. I want to keep my terabyte hard drive in, so I'll leave that one in unplugged for now. I'll leave it in, but I'll unplug it. So, get these cables all plugged back in. Another little problem is right. That's it, we're back in. So I know where it is. So, we'll talk about this in a minute. Right, so let's get that back on. I'll have to turn the TV back on, which it's connected to. Go back to that. Should the camera straight. So there we go, it's all booted up, fine, yep. I just want to show you. I haven't got internet on this at the moment. What is iTunes doing? Okay, right, so Windows 11 Home, blah, yep. So Intel Pentium G3 220 at 3 gigahertz, 4 gig of RAM. Right, so we're going to leave this in this machine. And I will have a look at the drivers at another time. So I've got my SSD there, and I've got my terabyte hard disk there. That's fine. So right, yes, I tried putting this ATI Radeon. Right, it's a HP part number 51890909. So try putting that in, and it kept on coming up with CSM errors when I tried to even boot into Windows 10 with it. It kept on coming up with CSM, so I had to take it back out. I'm using the integrated graphics at the moment. I'm gonna get I'll see if I can get another graphics, a modern graphics card. Maybe an older Asus card that you can plug HDMI into the TV, so you get a better screen resolution on the TV. So that's it, guys. I am going to do a video again. I am going to do a video on the Packard Bell, which I have right here, and it's a heavy machine. Oh, can't believe how old these are. So this is it here. An old Packard Bell. Can't believe how heavy it is. Well, I can actually. They made these cases really heavy. It's got an Intel Celeron dual core, and when I had a look, it's got 2 gig of DDR. So DDR2. So not a bad old machine. It'll be good to do projects on. Maybe use older Windows for like older games. Maybe. So yeah. Well, this is this video. I was expecting to do a lot more. I'll have to do some research on inaccessible boot device on Windows 11. So there we go. If you like this video, thumbs up, thumbs down if you didn't. Please, if you like my content and you would like to see more, please subscribe and click the bell for notifications of when I do videos. I'm back at work, so videos are going to be very sparse, maybe one a week, possibly 2 a week, depending on the time I have with my family. Okay, thank you very much, and I'll see you later.